What is going on, everybody? We're clearing Speech Out World Champion coming at you back here with Shanks and having a lot of fun with Shanks, I'm not going to lie. Also, still definitely a bit of the grieving process for Red Purple Law because, it's been like my identity for a year basically. But Shanks definitely helping to revitalize my spirit a little bit. Definitely looking forward to this leader. And again, power reduction is just definitely my thing. I just love Shanks' leader ability because it's basically a free block. And it just adds to that game within the game. And it's just something I really, really like. But before we get into the deck breakdown, I want to keep the giveaways going. So the cards you see on screen, the 4 SABO blockers here, I am going to give away all 4 of them. So a full set for you guys. And same thing, just leave a comment below and just pick from the comments again. So yeah, thank you guys so much for the support and everything on the first one. So definitely want to keep things going, especially again with cards I'm not going to use. And I don't know if I'm ever like IRL going to play like cost reduction, to be honest, because I just love power reduction. I just love red. Red has been clicking for me. And yeah, so let's jump into the Shanks breakdown. As you guys can see, we got some updates, some of the newer reveals added with the 10 drop Shanks, and we got Roger in here. So I'm just going 2 and 2, just again, just messing around with stuff. Obviously, this is a little bit different than the last build. But yeah, just jumping around with different just philosophies to play Shanks. This one's a little bit of a like semi-rush aggro, but also like defense. But turn 1, what I've been looking for is either Zoro or Shiraya. And why this is massive is, especially if you're going first, being able to drop Zoro turn 2 and attacking your opponent twice is crazy. And then why it's also massive is because then the very next turn, if your opponent uses all their Dawn, their leader isn't KOing Zoro, because with Shanks' leader ability, you get to, again, minus down 1k. So it's basically a free block. And if Zoro stays on the board, so there's additional attacks that you're going to get. And the same idea with Shiraya is because you're then able to be very aggro with Shiraya and attack them. And then obviously Shiraya becomes the same base power as your opponent's leader until the start of your next turn. So Shiraya rest is going to be 5k. And then same plan basically is then if they just attack Shiraya, you get the leader block going on. And then I just like Shiraya. Obviously, I think I prefer Zoro, but Shiraya just being able to that flex and being able to be a blocker as well is very, very nice. But then jumping into sort of the mid game stuff, we got I think this spot is definitely open, but I do like being able to get again some card filtering, especially because we got a lot of big boys in here. So this Rayleigh, but definitely open to changing this, I'm not gonna lie. And then I love this ace. It's so good. Obviously you don't get the rush, but this card just stays on the board, which is massive. And being able, when this is rested, being able to then use Shanks' leader ability to help keep it on the field is great. Because again, you're gonna minus something down by 1k, and then your opponent has to commit to, especially if they can't remove it by card effects, then they have to attack it, which is great. Besides that, we have this new gate in here. Just because, still messing around, I think Blackbeard will be pretty good, and depending on that, we'll definitely have to make some adjustments. Because obviously Blackbeard gets to nullify on-play abilities, so that's why we want this new gate in there, just because it's activate main. But however, Rayleigh is massive in this deck against everyone else, because Rayleigh's ability gives minus 3k and minus 2k, and that stays for a turn. So that plus the leader ability of Shanks is just crazy. And obviously you get to remove something too with Rayleigh, which is cool. And you just, again, you get to be just everything pretty much just sticks on the board if they can't remove it with card effects, which is very, very nice. We got the Red Hair Pirates down here. Again, committing to a bunch of 2ks for right now. Again, just because to be very, very annoying with Shanks' leader ability and making your opponent have to commit Dawn, but then also then being able to like still block out anyways is really cool. Because yeah, it just gives you that, I don't know, you can put your opponent in just a weird spot where they'll go out of their game plan and you just get to keep everything on the board so much longer. And yeah, obviously at the end game, we got Shanks here and Roger. I just have 2 of each just because again, messing around, I feel like if you get either of them, you're looking pretty good. But Roger, again, massive. Especially if you get your opponent down to 0 life, you drop this card, you're probably just going to win. Which is crazy to think. It's just like a win now card. And then I have this event in here. just because it has a card draw, and I think card draw again in this game is massive, and especially comboed with Shanks' leader ability. If you can keep drawing cards and just being very, very defensive, it's just so strong, and it's just a great combo. So yeah, having fun with this right now. Obviously, again, it's super, super early, still waiting on the card reveals, but at least right now, this has kind of been clicking for me. I'm enjoying Shanks, it's cool. But yeah, we'll just keep jumping into some games and stuff, seeing what we can find and see how things go. All right, we're jumping into the game here. I have Zoro, so I'm going to keep this because that's what I'm looking for here. But we're going up against the new Luffy, so we'll see. Not exactly sure what all, again, is fully updated here. So they do that. And now we get to do, we'll attack them 5-on-5. And then I'm going to drop Zoro, attack him again, because again, we get to use Shanks' ability to get them to go through some cards here. So they do that. Zoro is right now, my early game read for hand stuff. So yeah, we get them to take one, because now they're going to attack, and we get to play around that. So they hit they drop the Zoro. So they're able to do that. I can use my card action, minus down to 7, but I'd have to kind of sell out for... Well, I could do this, keep it up, and then just pressure them, because what do I have? It doesn't really super matter here, so we'll just do no blocker. We do, what do I want to do here? We'll do this and this. So we'll keep Zoro up, and then honestly, we'll just pressure them and see what happens here. So we get Shiraya, which is kind of clutch. So we could do 5, then a 7. So what is this one? So just giving them an extra Don. So they're going to be at 7 next turn. All right. Well, next turn I'll be at 7. So we're kind of just stalling here. So we'll attack them here. I assume they'll block out of this. And then we can play around with stuff there. Because obviously I have Shiraya. So we can be a little annoying here. So now we'll put 2 on. We'll attack them 7-on-5. So we get them there, and then we'll drop Shiraya down. And now I have Shiraya. Again, if they, depending on what they do here, so they drop the Sanji. Okay, well, I can use Shanks, and we can play around stuff here. Because again, I got the 2K. So, how do I want to go about this? Because use card action, they have 1. And force them to attack here, so I could use the Otama either way, and then we just kind of blast away at them. So it doesn't really matter. Because we'll use a card action, we'll minus this down, and then no, we can do this here. So we'll do that, and then see what they do here. So they do that. I'm selling out here. We're just going with everything, all the 2Ks, the hyper defense. So we'll just do that there. All right, so they get the Sanji there. We get another Sanji for blocker. I have 7. So what do I want to do here? Because I only have the 2. We still have this. I could honestly just pressure them like crazy. Because I could attack them 8 and a 9. Because then I'm going to be there. And then obviously we have Rayleigh. I can delete their stuff. And then we get some cards back from our life. I feel like that's probably a good play here. Because then this is going to be boosted to 5. So I don't really need to worry about things there. So I kind of want to attack... let's attack this 7-on-5 and see what they do. See if we get cards out of their hand. And we'll play around stuff there. So, okay, they take the hit on that. Interesting. So I could put all 5 on here then and just attack this. That could be a play as well. And so, you know what? Why not? We'll tag it 10-on-7. So now they'd have to, sell out with cards in hand here. Okay. I mean, we got what I wanted. They have Maria in there. So we get some stuff out of their hand here. So they're at 9. I'm fine with losing this, and then I'm fine also yeah, use our card action. Just minus that down. So we can stall there. So they drop Zoro and Sanji. Okay, so I'm fine with that. Because obviously we can drop Rayleigh this turn and play around with stuff there. So I can drop Rayleigh. We can drop this down. I could drop this down as well because we can do... So I can drop this down, pop it, drop this down to 5. And then attack, and then see if we get them down in cards in hand. So we'll do this and this. Get rid of that there. Put the 1 here. We'll attack them 6 on 5. Do a little info read. See what we got going. And play around with that. So okay, so no counter. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we'll see if they have anything big that they were trying to set up with like getting rid of the Don. So they're dropping this Luffy. Okay. So fine with that. Again, they're at full, so don't really need to worry about this too much here. So they're attacking 5, leaves them 2. I assume assuming I'm gonna drop this down, so I can put the 2 on here, and they would be correct. But all right, I'm fine taking this 1. Ooh, okay, we get ace. Because turn 1, draw 1 card, then, okay, so this gets rush. Okay. So 11 on 5. Ooh, we get Shanks. Okay, so they decide not to attack here. So we could drop Shanks here. Just minus everything down, just for fun. Because I could kind of go for the game and stuff too, I feel like. But getting Shanks out would be fun because I have 3. I don't really need to worry about that. I have 1, 2, 3. I have this chilling. We have Rayleigh. I have the 2Ks right here. Okay, well, let me attack them 5 on 5 and see what they do. So they got the bond clay there. Okay, well, I'll attack them 8 on 5. So, okay, they're playing Gum Gum Giant. Okay. Well, I'm doing some Shanks testing here, so see what they do. So drawing some cards there. All right, we're dropping Shanks down, and this drops this down to 9. So I'll attack this 12 on 9. So we get rid of that, clear that. All right, characters, because Shanks on the board. This is down. Obviously, we have the 2Ks. I have Shanks' ability as well. So this is at 9. So I can just straight block this, and then we could minus some of the other stuff down here, because they're just attacking here. So we'll use card action. So it leaves them with 3. If I drop this down to 4, they'd have to commit to, because this is at what, 9? So they could maybe attack here, but I have all this. So we'll drop that down. Don't need to worry about blocking. So they get 1 back. Leader's at 4. All right. Because now they have to commit, because so they're going here. 12 on 8. We'll go no. I'll go 1, 2, 3. And then obviously this can't attack. So. And we get Zoro here. Alright, so I'm just going to go for the game probably, because I don't have anything there. So we'll attack them 9 on 5. See what they do. So they take that. Okay. Then we can go... Would probably throw this here. We'll do 11 on 5. And if they can't block this, then we'll do 15. All right, and then we'll put the 3 here, and then we'll do 15 on 5. So, not enough for them there. Shanks coming out on top. Dude, that was pretty cool. That worked out just how I was hoping. Oh, all right, we had Roger here. And Rayleigh there. Dude, that was sick. Dude, people are sleeping on Shanks, man. Dude, you can just be so... Dude, Shanks' leader ability is so fun. You can be so tactical with it. But obviously, again, still working on adjustments and everything. Trying to, I don't know, playing around with like control and also kind of like aggro rush. And I don't know, rush is working out pretty well. Again, you just with, just got to find a good 2K balance, because again, you can just be so annoying with the leader ability. And then obviously once we got this out here too, it kind of helped us out a bunch there. But yeah, that was cool. Dude, Shanks, dude, I can't wait. Shanks has actually got me pretty excited. I know we got our wings clipped with RP Lobby and taken out, but dude, I'm really, really looking forward to Shanks. I just love that Shanks' abilities allows you to be so tactical, which is, I feel like a lot of people don't really think about too much, because this allows you to, it's like the game within the game, which is what I love, is being able to like play around and try to like predict what your opponent's going to do when they have the Don and stuff. And then obviously you can just take out characters completely, because again, if they use all their Don and then attack, something isn't attacking. It's a free block essentially. And then obviously too, you make the plays to keep your stuff up and you're going to win. So yeah, cool that we were able to beat Luffy. I'm pretty pleased with that. Obviously, though, again, the game's going to be completely different once all the cards are revealed and added. But yeah, we're looking pretty good with Shanks, I'm not going to lie.